Welcome to Second Take, the show that focuses on the issues behind the news. Mining Weekly editor Martin Creamer joins me to unpack the newsmaking headlines in mining this week. Welcome, Martin.
Hi, Sashni.
Now, government is hoping to get a fresh look into the country's carbon emissions, and this could be promising for PGM.
Yes, we saw the advert coming through on Friday. The Department of Environmental Affairs, jointly with a German development agency, advertising for service providers to give them new and accurate yardsticks about the air pollution in South Africa, how it can be counteracted. And this is a huge opportunity for the new hydrogen economy, the platinum influence within the environment and protecting the environment. We have all the ingredients, we have all the know-how. It's a question of just applying it. Is it going to be economically viable? If it's economically viable, this is the way to go, because it'll be a great benefit to South Africa, because it involves renewable energy. We've got the sunlight, we've got the wind. It involves our metals, the platinum group metals, and it involves bringing in new type of industry which will fit into the whole world reform that we see happening in Japan, going towards the hydrogen economy. We see Germany going towards the hydrogen economy, China now quite vigorously, and California is the standout in the United States.
And delays in RBPlat's Styldrift ramp-up has caused setbacks.
Yes, so Royal Bafokeng Platinum, this is a black-owned, black-managed, black-operated mine, and it is in platinum group metals, and it's got a fantastic asset called Styldrift, and that's going to be a high-quality mine for them. But when you're ramping up, you're going into the unknown. And there are just other reports from other companies coming through now that their ramp up has created setbacks. Well, it was the same with Royal Bafokeng Platinum. They've just reported the first half. A lot of progress, but also frustrated progress, because there were geological problems, there are skills absentees, which was really worrying, that because they're moving into mechanized mining, there's so few of these skills that the mobility of the people with those skills is quite intense. And to keep them focused at RBPlat is going to be their new task now. They're moving aggressively into recruiting a lot of people, but also training a lot of people, so that this new era of mechanized mining will have the skills to go forward. They're quite confident that the setbacks are behind them, and they still believe in this wonderful Styldrift, so we're hoping that will come through. In the meantime, the Bafokeng Rasamoni platinum mine, that did exceptionally well. I mean, it lifted its output dramatically, and the profit was 140% up. But then what happened at Styldrift, which we must remember is a project, it's up to now been a capitalized entity. It hasn't been something that you bring into your normal books, is what set them back. But these things happen in projects, and I'm sure everybody's aware of that. There's a lot of uncertainty. So it's not a real setback. It's just what happens in the ramp up.
And still with RBPlat, they believe that a platinum-linked hydrogen economy is the way to go.
Yes, so the CEO of Royal Bafokeng Platinum is Steve Piri, and he's a seasoned campaigner now in our mining industry. And looking into the future, he says the way to go for South Africa is to embrace the hydrogen economy, and this is platinum linked, because everything you do in hydrogen has an implication for platinum group metals. We dig those platinum group metals. It's not the same as the battery electric vehicle. With people having to run around the world to find out where all the lithium is. No. We've got these metals. We've been producing them regularly for the automotive industry. We've been cleaning the air of the major cities with the catalyst inside those autocatalytic converters in the cars that are going around the northern hemisphere. They have platinum from South Africa. They have the platinum group metals from South Africa. So we've had a long association with the automotive industry, and we should be able to expand now on that We have had battery electric vehicles sort of break the ceiling, Elon Musk, but that has actually been an advantage. Now you have the hydrogen economy suddenly no longer being a problem, but driving this. So I think that it's time for South Africa, even in their own automotive industry, and that's what the point made by Steve Perry yesterday, was that if we go towards the battery electric vehicle in South Africa, at night when we pull up into our garages, we will be plugging in, which I suppose is a fairly good time to do it at night, but what could happen is that the demand on our electrical capacity will be so great that it will be an impediment on the economy. Whereas if we go the hydrogen route at the moment, it's a far better bet for us, provided the economics are okay. And we know that the electrolyzers that we use to link up with sunlight and wind, they also require platinum and iridium. The fuel cells do, and we know that hydrogen can be stored for weeks, months, years. So it's a huge advantage, because storage is a major consideration. So it's good that the comments coming through at the moment, including comments at the highest level within the presidency we heard, was that they must study this intensely to see whether it's an economic proposition. Because if it is, it's going to help South Africa to get into a modern new niche that the world is getting into, and we can get into it at the same time and make sure that some of the parts that are required are also manufactured here, so we can, what you call, beneficiate and industrialize along the way as well.
Well, let's hope we see some developments in that area.
I hope so.
Thanks for speaking with us,
It's a
Martin.
great pleasure, Sashni.
That's it for today. Join us again next week for more news analysis on the local and global mining industries. And don't forget to listen to the audio version of our Mining Weekly daily email newsletter.